Hello, I'm Gamanda, and you might know me from Instagram, but this entire YouTube and talking to the camera thing is completely new for me. It still feels very weird. It is also a bit weird, but I just hope it kind of works. Anyways, today I want to talk to you about wild hamsters, or the species is called European hamster, which is unfortunately a species that is very endangered. And I've never seen a hamster in my life, but I wanted to change that. So this summer, me and my girlfriend, we went to Austria because there's still a fairly healthy population of hamsters living in the middle of the city on cemeteries. And on our very first day when we got there, we still were walking sort of to the spot where we wanted to properly film the hamsters. And while walking, we could already see our very first hamsters. And every now and then one was running in between the graves, which was so lovely to see. Also, the first thing that I noticed was just the size of the hamsters, because I don't know, I was expecting them to be a bit smaller, but I don't know, they're whoppers this big, which is very cute. And the first day, I filmed a bit and my girlfriend too, but it was still very overwhelming at first because like hamsters were running around everywhere and you were waiting in front of one hole, but then you saw another hamster there and you were wondering, should you change positions or what should you do? So it was all a bit much the first day, but luckily we had 2 weeks, so we had a bit of time to sort everything out. And in the end, we decided to focus on just 2 animals. And the idea was to shoot a video and show what the hamsters are doing, sort of what the hamster life is all about. Yeah, and on the graveyard, you see many holes of the hamsters or burrows. And some of those holes just go straight down. Sort of, it's just a hole that goes straight into the middle of the earth, it feels like. And that allows them to, if they spot some danger, they can just run to the hole and then just jump in and they are safe. And that was cool to see. One of the hamsters we were filming was living on a meadow and he had a hole there in the middle of the meadow and it was very cute to see how he always appeared out of it. Yeah, and that hamster, because Jack and Yas, who introduced us to the hamsters and showed us the place a bit, they said that hamster living there is a fat and old hamster. So the poor hamster, we also called him fat and old one, which is a bit, I don't know, poor hamster, because I don't think he was rather, I don't know, well sized in belly terms. But still, that was his name. And then we filmed another hamster which was living around 20 meters away from the fat and old one. And that hamster was living in a grave. And there the very interesting thing was that the hamster always, to get out of his burrow and into his burrow, he had to run sort of across this gravestone, which of course made for great filming opportunities. One of the key shots that I wanted to get was the hamster running on that gravestone right towards the camera in slow motion. That was the idea, but it turned out to be rather difficult because the hamster, of course, has to be in focus some way. And autofocus, like it just didn't work. The hamster is way too quick. And then it was clear that I had to manually sort of focus with the hamster as it was running towards me. But it was so frustrating to, sorry, whole table is shaking. Yeah, but it was very difficult and frustrating because it just didn't work. It was so hard to get the timing right with a focus pull. And because it's slow motion, you can also see every mistake, and just an area this small is in focus. So you really have to nail it. And I had so many failed attempts. It was always blurry. In this video, you can see it quite well, just how fast the hamster is running like a rocket towards the camera. And I tried so many times over those 2 weeks to get that shot. And in the very end, I finally got one shot that I was happy with. While I'm saying this, you will probably see another blurry shot, but trust me, I got one sort of nice one. You will see it in a moment in the final sequence. Other than that, my girlfriend and I, we tried to film the hamsters going about their day. And I also filmed a bit with the gimbal, which allowed me to get some sort of movement in the shots, but also show the environment of the hamsters. And what was nice about just focusing on those two hamsters for 2 weeks was because they were living quite close to each other, there was at least the option that those hamsters might also meet at some point. And yeah, but I don't want to spoil anything more. Now here's the final video or sequence that we got, and I hope you will like it. Here I am again, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. And of course, the most exciting thing that happened in those 2 weeks was the fight of the hamsters. And we actually saw 3 fights in total, but we only managed to capture one properly because sort of one, it was always happening very quickly. Yeah, if you weren't ready, you already missed it. And that happened 2 times. But luckily, at one occasion, we were ready with the camera and it sort of worked out. Yeah, and what was very funny is that the hamsters made a sort of quick sound when they were fighting, but not only when they were fighting with each other, but also when they were trying to get those hazelnuts out of this sticky ball they were in, and they were struggling so badly, and it was hilarious to watch at times. I don't know, I think it's probably a good thing for them because they can get food but also train their insane martial arts skills at the same time, which is very cute. Yeah, and it was so lovely to watch these animals. They are just adorable. And while you are there are sort of hamsters everywhere, and you forget a bit about how badly this species is actually doing. Here in Germany, the Feldhamsterschutz AG is doing a lot to protect this species and also is doing rewilding projects with hamsters. I will link them below in the caption so you can see what they are doing, and you can also leave a donation, of course. And I really hope that the hamster will prevail and that hopefully it might also have a brighter future in Germany. It would be so nice to watch these animals on a regular basis because they are so lovely to watch and they really make your day when you see them. It was quite sad to say goodbye to the hamsters after 2 weeks of seeing them every day. And yeah, I mean, we said goodbye to the fat and old one, poor guy that he is called that way. Yeah, but also to the one living in the grave. And that one, it was basically obsessed with hazelnuts. And it was taking him so long to fill his cheeks with hazelnuts that we decided to give him a little reward for all the filming efforts. And in the end, we took some of those hazelnuts out of the sticky ball ourselves and put them in front of its burrow. Luckily, he accepted our gift without any hesitation. We counted, and the hamster managed to fit 15 hazelnuts in his cheeks at once. So those cheeks really are famous for a reason. But they also seem to extend like over the shoulders, which is very impressive. I think this is the end of the video. I will leave a link to Yas and Jack, who showed us the hamsters, below, but also to my calendar and my book and my other social media stuff. So yeah, I hope you liked it and hopefully see you soon.